Listen, I have not watched Bkchat, yeah, since I was in the gym, blood. Like, when I tell you, when this first came out, yeah, when I had my early 6 o'clock shifts and that on the dead days, bro, man used to go into the office in the gym, yeah, and watch Bkchat. Like, after I used to go in 6 a.m., do my spin class at like 6:15. After my spin, man would shower, whatever. And when I was having my breakfast in the gym, man used to slap this on, bro. You know them ones. This was time ago, like 10 years ago. I didn't even know they were still doing it. So somebody's put this in the chat, yeah, basically saying in the Discord, yeah, saying yo that I should react to this. So you lot, bruv, if you want to if you want access to recommending certain things, then yo, you get me? Make sure you're in the Discord. And that's what I'm saying. Them Esther and Lucas days, that's when I used to watch back. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, it's crazy right now, people. So, without further ado, yeah, let's do the quick sound check, people. You get me?
I love that random guy. I love that random guy. I have my man. My man can cry to me if he wants.
Oh, hell no. Listen, can you hear that? You man hear that, yeah? Brother, man said man crying and that. Man them don't cry to gal, innit? And yeah, that trauma thing as well, bro. She was cold. I can't even lie, bruv. You know what I'm saying? She was cold. I can't lie, bruv. Remember them days, blood? I used to be like, boy.
I love that random guy. I love that random guy. I have my man. My man can cry to me if he wants to. Cry to you? Yeah. My man can cry to me.
Man said, how many times did he cry to you? This is what I'm saying. Random, don't cry to gal, blood. This is crazy. Bro, look at the shape of these things in here, bro. Fam, this is mad. This is mad, bro. Like, between the body language and the shape of these things, bro, this is crazy. Man, them never get into arguments with gal, blood, because you can never win, bro. If you're trying to have a logical conversation with an emotional creature, yeah, you'll never win. It's not worth it, blood. Like, I'd go as far as saying, as soon as you've raised your voice, you've already lost.
You don't need to worry about that. But if he wants to, he can. But you're with a girl, you can't cry.
Look at yeah, bruv. Look at all the sign language. You know when you wake up at 3 a.m. on BBC, blood, and you got the thing in the corner of the screen doing all that shit. Like, bro, bruv, don't you dare with me, blood. Don't you dare with me, bruv.
To her crap. You're assuming. I don't know how many relationships you've been in.
You just said you're heartless. You just said
to men that I don't know. I don't care.
This is crazy. All these things look better than the things that are on the screen, blood. So where did they find the Oompa Loompas, bro, on the screen, blood? Crazy. I'm seeing bare dumpling and that. You get me? It's crazy.
Gang, so you telling me this the reality for a man? That's it, bro? Like, I just got off of work. It's 2:56 in the morning. I don't have nobody to talk to, gang.
What?
I don't got nobody to comfort me, gang.
Is this bro crying on the internet? Oi, man, them, don't do this, please. Like, don't do this, please.
I don't got nobody to tell me that it's okay, gang.
It's not, bruv.
I have nobody to talk to, gang. And even if I did, I still can't tell them how I feel because I don't like being vulnerable. I don't like feeling vulnerable. Even if I did explain how I feel, wouldn't they?
See how the girls are laughing at him? See how the girls are laughing at him, bro? All these things will turn around and say it's okay to cry to them, but look how they're laughing at man, bro.
They wouldn't care, bro. Wouldn't nobody care.
Look how serious the man them's faces are. The gal are just there bending up, you know.
They're gonna say, well, keep your chin up, keep your head up. What the fuck you think I've been doing this whole time? Look at
this. You see what I'm saying, bro? Like, this thing was standing there, these things are standing there shouting, oh, my man can cry to me, yeah? This brother's breaking down, yeah? And these girls are laughing at him. You see what I'm saying? So straight away, even before it's happened, yeah, you can see that these things don't care, blood. Like, the man them look concerned and the gal them are laughing.
Bro, niggas is tired, bro. Yes, I might be a man, but niggas get tired of thugging, bro.
Why are you laughing? Like, I don't get what the joke is here,
Thank
innit?
you.
Like, men's mental health is a serious issue. A lot of men delete themselves, take themselves out of this world because they can't handle what's going on in their lives. And like, you girls are just sitting there.
You see what I'm saying? That's the first thing I noticed, you know, these things all keying and that.
Laughing, bruv. You're a lot of evil, fam.
The question is, do you think men struggle to express themselves openly in comparison to women, and why?
These girls are already laughing.
You were laughing
man.
already.
Ops.
You were
Can I
laughing.
explain why I was laughing?
Facts.
Listen. No one don't give a shit when guys
No
go through
compassion.
shit.
You just started laughing.
Especially
no
women.
empathy.
You don't know why I was
Women don't
laughing.
give a crap.
You don't know I was laughing.
That's why I was laughing.
I was
Look at this little witch, you know. You're right, you know. Hey, Skeletor's moving mad.
You was the first one
Don't
to
tell me
laugh.
why I was laughing.
Then her, she
Hello.
can't keep her face straight.
I was
She's
laughing.
smiling.
I didn't laugh. Wait.
at the
I was
video.
laughing because you played Thames.
Yeah. That's why.
Why is emotional
So
music?
you did the video. You now said, okay, let me put Thames. I don't understand.
So you're telling me you recorded a so-called important message and you just
Hey, look at them eyelashes, bro. This is crazy.
Emotional, damn it.
when the world was ending and you edited that and put it out and thought I wasn't gonna laugh. Are you whining yourself?
If it was a girl, you wouldn't be laughing.
I would have laughed.
You'd be like, oh,
I would have
what's she
laughed.
doing?
No, I would have laughed.
I can relate.
What's it?
My boyfriend cheated on me. Oh, you'd be feeling all that shit. Yeah, but when it's a guy, it's funny, bro. When it's a guy and he's depressed and he's hurt, it's funny.
Well, no.
Do you men struggle to express yourself to women?
No, you just said it.
Do you?
Females laughed as well.
You're smiling, she's laughing.
Brother, these things have been laughing. This is what I'm trying to say. Like, these gal have been laughing, bro. Brother, I'm sick of these things, bro. This is why we need this. This is why we need this, you know, because even before the show started, just bare laughter, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, bare laughter already. This is crazy. Mate.
Can't even stop themselves laughing. That is it right there.
In all seriousness, let me ask you a question. Why do you feel?
In all seriousness,
that it
why are
has
you
to-
laughing, bro?
No, bro, I find it funny.
Look at the attitude. Bro, look at the attitude. This is what I'm saying, bro. This is... You see these masculine things, bro. Bare attitude, head nodding and all them things there, bro. And it's crazy. Like, you barely got enough hair for a ponytail. And you got all of this attitude. Bruv, man's dealing with a dude, you know.
Welcome to episode 14. Yes, I still find it funny with my chest.
I'm gonna say
why?
why.
Look at the facial expressions, yeah. Look at all these, bro. It's upsetting, bro. You know them. This is what I'm saying, bro. You know how triggering this is. You know how triggering this is, bro. This is why, yeah. Like, you gotta understand. You know the amount of brothers, yeah, that see this stuff and it's mad triggering because it reminds them of something. It reminds them of trauma, blood. It reminds them of gal that they know either in their family or in their life, bro, that behave like this. And you wonder why a lot of these men are like, bro, I ain't doing this no more. This is why, you know. I'll be real. This is exactly right. Like, I understand it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not my viewpoint, yeah, but I completely understand why man them are just like, yeah, I'm not doing this. Do you know what I'm saying? I fully understand why them man there shoveling through the snow now. I really understand it sometimes. When I see shit like this is crazy.
I find it funny.
But tell us
And
why.
the reason why I find it funny is because you put all of this emphasis on women. Why can't men express themselves
Blood,
to
you
women?
was
What
the
happened
one
to your
laughing.
brethren? Why can't you
You
talk
was
to your
the one
brethren about how you
laughing.
feel?
You was the
Why
one
do I
laughing.
have
Look
to
at
care about how you
Olivia
feel?
Food. Who you shouting at, bruv? Who you shouting at though, bruv?
Why is that funny though? But why is that funny?
I find it funny.
Why? But
Because
why?
I do.
Oh,
You're
because the
crying.
psychology- I
Every
wanna know
day,
the
men have
psychology
mental
of it.
health. Men have mental health. We can't talk about
Look
it.
at-
All I do is hear it.
look at-
All I do is
That
hear it all
is
day, every day.
mental.
Men suffer. Men suffer. But every day, men expect women to hold their emotions, cater to their emotions. Oh, men feel this. Men are not allowed to express themselves to women. What happened to your friends? You're depressed. You don't have to go and tell a girl. Why can't you go and tell your dad?
Like it's
Brother, what's wrong with this girl, bruv? What's wrong with this girl? You see what I'm saying? What's wrong with this girl, yeah? Why can't you go and tell your dad, bro? Like, bro, you know what's mad, yeah? It's like, men and women are not the same, bro. We're not the same. We don't emote the same. But the difference is, yeah, these gal want you to be a man, yeah? But they want to be everything. They want to be the man, they want to be the gal, they want to be the child. They want to be everything. Like, bro, they're crazy, you know?
obvious Zilla has no sympathy or empathy towards men. Yeah, she doesn't care about how we feel, what's going on with us. We understand that. Thank you for confessing that, yeah? And I hope your man understands that as well. And he never makes the mistake to open up too much to you.
Zilla, you're okay though. Like, you're meant to be your man's support system. Why will you say that?
He never
Why can't you?
I said, are you okay though? She's not okay, bruv. She's not okay, bruv. This girl's got problems, fam. Man, them don't fuck around and end up with these things. Furthermore, yeah, if a gal ain't got, yeah, a good relationship with a male authoritative figure, yeah, in their life, do not wife them, bro. Because there needs to be a base underlying respect for men in general, bro. Don't just think that a gal that's never respected a man ever in her life is just gonna respect you because you're you, blood. Gal don't love you for you. Gal love you for what you can do for them and how you make them feel. That will always be the case. So don't think a gal will just respect you because you're her man, bro. Shit don't work like that. Do you know what I'm saying? So if she ain't got a father figure or a male figure in her life that she respects, you got no chance, man. This is the reality. Look at these gal, blood. These gal are either raised here by single mums or their dad's a bitch, bro. And the mum runs the house, bro. This is crazy.
Go and tell
a girl.
No,
He
no,
said he ain't
no.
got no
He said
one.
no. Why can't? Yeah. So what are you doing for your male friends?
Bro, it's not about his male friends or lack
No,
of male
what
friends.
are you doing
No,
for your
the
male
point
friends that
I'm
may have
asking
mental
you
health?
is why do you find it funny that he's in pain? Why do you find that funny?
Right.
No, you can't even stop laughing. That is fucked. I don't think you understand.
Look at her, bro. And you know what the mad thing is? She'll fuck around and have a son, you know? That's going to be someone's mum. This is why a lot of these black youths are saying, I ain't doing this no more. This is exactly why, bruv.
How fucked that is.
No.
I don't think you understand how fucked that is. Because if it was a girl crying,
She will when this comes out.
yeah,
She will.
if it was a girl crying and we started laughing, you would
You're gonna
rip us apart.
understand what you just
You would
done.
rip us
You don't
apart.
I'm
understand
gonna
what
rip
you
you
just
apart.
done.
If you want to laugh, you want to laugh. As for me, I
No,
don't need
laugh.
to hold men's mental
No.
health on my head.
No.
If you want to cry and you want to suffer,
I'm not saying you have to
that's
hold it
your
on your
problem.
head. I never said
Men
you have to be
in
his
my
counselor.
circle know who to talk to and how to talk to us.
Look at that. Bruv, look at the hand gestures and all that. Brother, it's crazy.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
Brother.
If you want to claim that there's no one out there for you,
Bro.
go seek a therapist.
You're
bro. Go
heartless.
pay for
You're
someone
heartless.
to
You're
talk to
heartless.
you.
It's calm.
That's
calm. You're
fine.
heartless.
I don't mind.
Sorry, Zilla, I can't agree with you on this one. Your husband or your partner should
She can't agree. You see what I'm saying? The thing with the tats, she's probably got like 3 youths as well. Even she can't agree with this girl. This girl stinks.
be able to come and speak to you, because if they can't speak to you, who can they speak to? We're supposed to be their peace. So yes, I would allow my husband to come and speak to me about anything, anytime, rather than going to his friends, if that's what he felt more comfortable doing.
Why is it that you guys feel like you can't express how you truly feel to women? What is it?
Bruv, you were just laughing. You were just laughing. That's why, bro. Do you understand? Like, bro, like that's why a man feel like, because you was just laughing.
That you feel like there's a barrier? Why?
Prime example.
Okay.
So whatever you're gonna say to us now,
Yeah.
we have literally not been able to even just take in and process what this guy is talking about. Do you know
Right.
how hard it is for men to speak out? And he's gone onto social media. Forget the Thames music for a second. Just focus on what he's saying. Like focus on what he's saying.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I've spoken about, and I've said that you should never cry to your woman, is because women don't care about men's mental health. You care about it on social media as a buzzword. It's cool, yeah. But in reality, you don't care. And what you're proving is what many men have suffered from. And it's sad to think that you want us to come to you, okay? And at the same time, a lot of the times when men approach women and they're vulnerable, women, regardless of what you say, it turns you off. You don't want to see a man cry to you. You say you do, but when a man cries to you, you view them as less of a man.
But do you think that's because in the past there was a woman that was there for him, that listened to him, took care of his feelings, took him into consideration, and he fumbled that?
Of course, it's the guy's fault.
No, I just...
Brother, they love a victim blaming, you know. How did we get from that to this? Man are trying to, you know what I notice about men, yeah? We always tell women what the problem is, you know. We always tell them. That's the wickedest thing, bro. It's like, I'm trying to help you. And then they won't listen to you. You'll tell them what the issue is, and they'll come back and they'll say something that has nothing to do with something. Like, bro, I've told you what the issue is. Do you think it's, and he did this? Like, they always find a way to turn it back on you, bro. This is emotional abuse, you know. This is what these things do. This is what a lot of men don't realize, yeah. They think, yeah, because they're not getting tumped up, they're not in an abusive relationship, you know. It's mental.
Once again, so this is why I say to men never to cry to women. So what I do believe a man should cry. No, I definitely believe like a man should
Express
cry.
yourself, bro.
You say to express yourself, but I believe a man should have a close net of friends, a wolf pack where you can speak to somebody.
But where is the struggle?
Wait, hold on. Not all men have this. He might be a man that doesn't have this. Just like all women don't have a close knit circle that they can speak to, and it's a lot harder for men to express their emotions. And just from this video, okay, we haven't been able to process this video, and it's just laughs, it's all these things negative, and you're just proving why, as a man, it's a lot safer to think, you know what, I'm not gonna go and do this. And men wake up every single day, okay? You don't see these men wake up 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, they go and they build the infrastructure in the modern world, they make you safe where you sleep at night, and you go about your life. You never see these men. Look at the way your eyes are moving.
Look at her face, blood. Look at her face. Brother. Look at this. Like, brother, this is what I'm saying, bro. Like, I can't be around women like this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because these are the kind of gal, yeah. Like, when a man lose their head, yeah, and uppercut them, yeah, like, they feel like it wasn't justified. You know them ones? Like, this is the reality. The thing is, yeah, as men, yeah, we understand disrespect, innit? We understand disrespect. A lot of the time as a man, you get triggered by stuff that women do, yeah, because it's just straight up disrespectful. Straight up disrespectful. But you know what it is? You see with women, yeah, they do not understand, yeah, what men view as disrespect. They don't understand it, bro. Because the thing is, as a man, yeah, respect is the most important thing, you know. Like, man them go out on the roads and kill people over respect, you know. Over respect. Respect is more important than anything. Being liked, all these things. Just don't disrespect, man. If you don't disrespect, man, we're cool. Respect is the first thing that will send a man crazy and make a man do something. So when you're in a yard with a gal that's just disrespecting you like that, and you're thinking, right, why am I getting triggered? Why am I getting triggered? And the thing is, gal are so used to saying devious things, doing all these things, and having no consequences for it. Because gal do bitchy things to gal all the time, and they're always doing all these kind, but none of them ain't getting their jaw broke. So they're so used to just doing disrespectful things, saying disrespectful things, and having no consequences. Do you know what I'm saying? That they're just out here willy-nilly, bro. Like, brother, even as a man, yeah, if I'm chatting to another man and he's making a face like that, straight away, I'm thinking, what, are we fighting? Yes or no? Because I'm chatting to you, bro. I'm chatting to you. You're making a face like that, say something or do something. That's automatically where I'm going right now. Because who you disrespecting, bro? Say or do something now. But gal can sit there like this when you're trying to chat to them. It's crazy. And this is why shit happens to them. And it will never be me that does it, but I'm not going to feel sorry for them when it happens. I'll be real.
Around the home that you live in, who built it? When your rubbish is getting collected, who's coming to collect your rubbish?
You think they're not female bin
That's what I'm
people, or
asking
they're
you.
not female builders?
Wait. Hold on.
The game is broken, EA Sports.
Broski.
Yo, fam.
No, but do
What
you
the
think
hell?
because the arguments that you're
Why
giving,
not
women
just
do the
stick
exact
to what
same thing.
he's
Women
saying?
wake
It's not
up
about
at
what
5
about
a.m.
women.
and go to work. No, because he's using it as a
Let's
counter right
let's
to
focus on
say,
what he's saying first. Then we
I
can talk
understand
about
what he's
that.
saying, but
Man said, do you think that, brother? How many women have you seen collecting rubbish, bruv?
he's
not
saying because I'm
caring.
rolling my eyes, because men wake up at 5 a.m. and men build houses and men protect. Women do the exact same job.
Women don't build no houses, bruv.
the point.
To a man that I don't know. Yes, I'm not. I'm not. But he said he wouldn't talk to his, or you don't talk to your girl, or cry to your girlfriend, or your, you didn't say wife, but I'm assuming, would you cry to your wife?
No.
Why would you marry someone you cannot be fully
I don't think
emotionally?
It's not about cannot, bro. There's a lot of things that I can do, yeah, but I wouldn't do it, bro. Like, I'm not going to marry a woman that I'm going to cry to, but I'll marry a woman that I knew that if I did end up crying, yeah, it wasn't going to be held against me. And then even then, if she did hold it against me, yeah, I wouldn't even blame her because I'm a dickhead, bro. You know them ones. There's got to be reasons for me to be crying. Imagine I'm just crying for the sake of crying and like, bro, at the end of the day, yeah, women are hardwired a certain way, bro. And to a certain degree, you can't blame them for behaving in a certain way in certain situations because that's who they are. Like, they don't control that. The same way these things want a taller man than them. Like, bro, because in their head, height equals protection. Even though there's bare tall bears that I'll knock out, bro, it doesn't mean anything. However, in their head, yeah, it makes sense. Do you get what I'm saying? So you can't hold that against them.
I should cry to you.
Why would you do that?
Your dad should cry to you.
The reason
Look.
Why would you say that? Well, why would you say that? My man, if my man wants to cry, I love that random guy.
Made you laugh.
I love that random guy. I have my man. My man can cry to me if he wants to. Yeah, my man can cry to me. You don't need to worry about that. But if he wants to,
You need to have a
but you're with a girl, you can't cry.
Look at all this and all that and all that. Bro, listen, your man's gay, blood. I'll be honest, because any man that would sleep with that is a batty man.
To her. You're assuming. I don't know how many relationships you've been in.
You just said you're heartless. You just said
to
it.
men that I don't know, I don't care. But my man, I care about my man. I care about men in my circle. I don't care about men on the internet. If you don't cry, what's my business?
Yeah. No,
what's my business? I don't care about you.
Wait, listen.
Look at her face. Hey, hold tight, Armando.
Why are you gay?
It's mad, bro. Look at that face.
You said he should go and meet his best friend, right? If you're my girlfriend and
Yeah.
I'm talking to my best friend every day for 2 hours, how are you gonna feel? Simple
No,
question.
but
How are you gonna feel?
my man would not do that. I would give him the
How are you
space.
gonna feel?
I would be upset at that,
You
but
just said,
I have
should
given
go
my
and meet
man
my
the
best
emotional
friend.
space
I
to
should go and
do
meet
that.
my best
I
friend.
said he should meet his best friend. I didn't say my man should meet
It's
my
just a general
best
case.
friend.
Just
Look at her body language, emotional space, bro. Hey.
an example, you know?
Yeah,
That's just
but
an
because he's saying
example.
I'm heartless and he's talking about in general. No, I don't care about men I don't know. I care about my man and men in my circle. So
You see what I'm saying? I don't care about men I don't know. This is what I'm trying to say, bro. These gal are crazy, bro. Like I said, if a woman doesn't have, blanket respect for men in general, don't be with them. It's not about just respecting men that you know. Because as a man, if we're outside, and something is happening to a woman, women expect us, even if we don't know them, to go to their support, to go to their aid. If you see a woman getting thumped up in the street, every woman on the street is looking at every man there saying, oh, somebody help her. Imagine if I was just like, nah, man only care about women I know, fam. How does that work? How does that work? And that's why all this, I only care about men I know. That means you don't care about men. That's what it means. Because as a man, if I see something happening to a woman, within reason, and there's something I can do about it, I feel like I have to do something about it. Because I was created to be physically stronger than her, blood. And with that strength comes a certain level of responsibility to a certain degree, blood. So as a man, you have the responsibility to protect women in general, not just your gal, But if she did something, that she deserved, then I'm standing there and I'm watching it happen. I'm not getting. You know the ones there, but your natural male instinct is to protect them because that is the natural order, whether they like it or not. Which is why in America, when there was that mad sniper that was shooting up everything, there was man running and grabbing women and getting shot and taking bullets for women they didn't even know, bro. Because innately, yeah, we know that we're supposed to do that, bro. We were put here to do that, to protect them. But see things like this, you have to let them get punched up. Can't even lie, bruv. See if she's getting weighed in, brother, I swear down. It's crazy, bro. I might open a packet of crisp blood and watch the show, blood.
They can talk to me
Okay,
on an
cool.
emotional level.
Cool, cool.
Random men cannot.
It's clear the men on this
Look at that emotional level. Who wants to talk to something like this beast? Who wants to talk to something like this on an emotional level? Look at, brother, does that look like a safe space to you, man? I can't lie, bro. Does that look like a safe space? She's moving mad. You see what I mean? Brother, like we gotta open up to that. Nah.
panel have hearing difficulties because
Trust me, Godzilla, you know. Bloody hell, bruv.
I clearly stated I care about my man's mental health and men in my circle. No, I do not sit around thinking about how I can help random men's mental health on the net or clearly care about it very much. Read up on the stats of femicide and ask me why I should care about random men's mental health.
I talk about femicide, bro. You know what? It's too low. Because if it was higher, we would know the stats. You know them way there. That's the reality. Do you know what I'm saying? These things are not killing they're not killing themselves because they're making man kill themselves. You know them way there, fam. And they're waiting for the inheritance.
Okay, should men have that same ideology to
gonna say
women?
that, yeah.
then?
Wait,
I was going to say that. Wait,
Yes,
wait,
they can.
Wait,
Why would you want to go and talk to random men about your issues?
Okay.
Why is she talking for everyone? Why is she talking for everyone? Look, the alpha in the pack. Do you know what I'm saying? And then you got the fat backup dancers.
When a woman, when women have
And you know what's funny? Look at the body language, yeah?
That's fine.
Look at the body language of all the girls. You see the girl in the denim jacket? She looks like the only one, yeah, that might have been raised right, you know? Because if you notice, she ain't, look at her body language, yeah? She ain't running up her mouth. Her face is relaxed. All these other things looking like hungry hyenas. Do you know what I'm saying? And she's the only one that's been fairly relaxed. Do you know what I mean? Throughout the whole thing. You know what I mean? All the rest of them just grinning teeth, you know?
wow.
I've got love for other
You're
people.
saying it's disgusting, but you have no female you can talk to anyway.
No, I didn't say that. No, I didn't. No, you're assuming that. Wait, hold on.
You literally said that.
I didn't say that. Wait, no, I didn't say it. I said I wouldn't cry to my wife. I wouldn't do that. I have 3 sisters, I have a mother I can cry to. Do you understand? So I didn't say a man shouldn't
But
cry.
that's still a woman.
No,
When a woman has
hold on,
problems,
wait,
an issue.
hold on.
When a woman has
I wouldn't.
problems,
I'm
But
explaining
it's a woman
something.
regardless.
You're not even letting man talk. You see the disrespect? The thing is, these things will shout, they'll do all of these things. As a man, as soon as I open my mouth and I'm trying to talk, if you keep talking over me, I'm just leaving the room, you know. I'm just leaving the room. But again, a lot of these men grew up in a household where they had to deal with women like this. So they think it's normal to be going back and forth with women and shouting and raising it. It's not normal, bro. If I'm trying to talk and a woman's talking over me, I'm gone, bro. I'm not talking no more. Convo is done. Because I'm not going to fight you, yeah, to be heard. I'm not going to fight you. I'll just leave, bro. I'm not fighting you, bro. Because I'm the man in here, bro. I'm the man in here, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? So naturally, yeah, if you're not listening to me, what am I arguing with you for? That's crazy. Because primarily, how these things work is, I try and say something, you ignore me, I leave. Or we're both arguing, I get frustrated and uppercut you through the window, bruv. This is what happens, bro. Because naturally, yeah, when you're having an argument with someone, it's conflict. How does conflict get resolved? We fight, bro. But you can't beat me in a fight. So what are you doing? Do you understand what I'm saying? And this is why man just have to walk away from these things, bro. Because naturally, your primal instinct when you're in conflict and your blood is warm is to resort to violence, bro. If the verbals isn't getting you, no. And that's why man shouldn't argue with women. Because you'll never win an argument with these things, bro. Because they're willing to go to places you're not willing to go. This is why you always leave. You always leave, bro. You always diffuse the situation. Always. As soon as they start hyping, leave. Media. As soon as you realize that what you're saying is not getting through, leave. What are you staying there for? That's why when man get into situations that they've put their hands on gal, yeah, it will always be their fault because you should never be there long enough for that to even happen, bro. As soon as you realize that she's not taking in what you're saying, she don't respect you, leave. That's it. Because you don't get more respect from a gal by punching them up. You don't. Certain men think you do, but you don't. It's crazy. A thing's never going to respect you. So you might as well leave anyway, bruv. Because boxing her up's not going to help anyone.
I'm not crying to my woman, I'm crying to my mother.
Yeah, but still a woman though.
Yes,
I
Regardless.
won't cry to your mum either, bro. This is crazy.
Your mum and the girl that you're with is
Still a
two
woman.
different
You're saying that you struggle to be vulnerable to women.
Oh my
She's still a
God,
woman.
that is
It
a
doesn't
weak
matter.
argument.
It's still a
Weak,
woman.
weak. That is
It's
weak.
still a woman.
Throw that out the window. That's weak. That's
Your mum
weak.
can judge you.
That's weak.
Your mum can judge you.
She don't
Your mum's not going to judge you the same way as other gal, though, bruv. You know what I mean? These gal are talking like, I hope that these gal ain't got kids, you know.
understand the difference between your relatives and the girl you're fucking. She doesn't understand the difference.
Look at the gal in the middle, yeah? Bare quiet. Look how she's standing and that. She seems like a good girl, you know. Obviously, she could open her mouth and ruin all of that, but you could just tell by her body language that she ain't like them idiot gal.
These boys into thinking you shouldn't cry, you shouldn't do this. So there's some men who can't talk to their mothers.
My mom
There
is
are some
not
men.
gonna use that against me in future. But bro, you girls, if there's any issue between both of us, anything I've cried to you about, it's gonna be boom. You're gonna use
But then
it
that's
against
not, you're
me.
not in a healthy relationship if that's what they
What's
do.
healthy, bro? It
If they
happens
throw that back in your face.
everywhere, bro.
That's not healthy.
Everywhere. There are no
That's not healthy. If
relationship
you're
is
with a girl
healthy
and she
then.
throws things back in your face, then you're not in a healthy relationship.
you won't know
Brother, no one could be in a healthy relationship with any of these gal.
let you
Who
know.
does it?
You
Why you want me to
very
cry?
true.
Hold on.
All right, I want to make two statements. Please don't interrupt me. Let me finish my two statements, yeah? So number one, I'm going to say I was laughing because you could have got your message across with terms. That's like someone coming to say a sad story to you and they put terms on the speaker. It's funny. Then secondly, if you have nobody to talk to, sometimes we as adults need to look at ourselves. Maybe you're not compassionate to other people. That's why they're not compassionate back. There's nobody I know that is loving, compassionate, there for other people, and they don't have anybody back to be there.
That's bullshit. That is absolute bullshit. Because again, she's probably speaking from a female point of view. You get what I'm saying? Because as a man, yeah, we are not inclined to just randomly go up to our brethren and be like, oh, bro, like, how's everything mentally? You all right? Bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. That's not how we do things. That's not how we socialize it. So don't chat rubbish, bro. So it's not about can and can't, yeah. We do not socialize like. And also, we don't emote like women. So if I'm pissed off, yeah, or if I'm annoyed by something, it don't stop me from doing what I got to do. I'm not just going to be like, oh, you know what? I'm just not feeling good today, so I'm just not going to work. I'm just not going to do this. I'm not going to, bro, I understand as a man, yeah, that I get judged on whether I get shit done or not. I don't get judged on how I feel. There's not allowances for me not feeling well. There's not allowances for that. Oh, I got bellyache, can't do this. Oh, you know what I mean? I broke up with my girl, so like I need some time off work. Bro, like man, them don't get allowances for that shit. So what are you talking about? What do you mean? Because you're not compassionate to other people and people aren't there for you. Like, it's got nothing to do with it. Naturally, as men, we don't ask these questions. We're not going to ask these questions. And we shouldn't be expected to ask these questions because we are not females. You get what I'm saying? And it's the same when you're in a relationship with a gal, yeah? Gal think that they can get everything from a man, bro. Can't get everything from. There's certain things, yeah, that I don't want to do with you. I don't want to sit there and gossip with you. If you want to gossip, yeah, talk to your girlfriends. That's who you need to talk to. Don't talk to me. Don't come home and sit down and want to gossip with me about what happened at work. I don't care, bruv. Do you get what I do not care. I'm not there for you for that. Do you get what I'm saying? And this is the problem with these things. They want you to be the girlfriend to give them emotional support. Brother, big man tick. If you want emotional support from someone, don't come to me. Don't come to me for emotional, because I'm not emotional. So if you're a girl and you want emotional support and you're upset, bro, I'll give you a cuddle. But don't ask me for nothing, bro. Because the only thing I'm gonna give you, yeah, is the cold hard truth. Advice, blood. I'm a problem solver. I'm gonna tell you how we need to fix it. I'm not gonna sit here and feel sorry for you. I'm not gonna do that. Do you know what I'm saying? So nah, it's cool. Like, rest your head here, there, yeah, cool, yeah. All right, cool. What we doing about it to fix it? I ain't got no time, but I'm not gonna sit there and like light the candles at your pity party, bro. I'm not that guy, bro. So if you want one of those things, go speak to one of your girlfriends if you just want someone to feel sorry for you. I'll never feel sorry for you, because that's not how I'm wired as a man. So these things need to stop thinking that we socialize and we emote the same way. We don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, no.
For them, he's saying, he made a statement as, "Oh, I can't be." What did he say? Like
2 a.m. in the morning, he's come back from work. He's just come back from
like,
work.
do you know what I'm saying? There's no way that you're there for
one's
people and
available for
people will
him.
not be there for.
Yes, there is. But he's a bitch anyway. Any man that could be crying on the internet at 2 in the morning, yeah, ain't a man, fam. You know them ones. He probably grew up without a dad as well. Single mum thing. Go cry to your mum, bruv. He's a pussy as well.
Yeah.
You too. Do you know what I'm
Who
saying?
would be up at 2 a.m. in the morning
I was
anyway?
about to
chat
say.
to you, bro. What? I don't understand.
Okay,
That's what I'm trying to say, but that's not the point he's making, though.
You just come back from work. He's just come back from a night shift. Who's gonna be up? Go to bed. Go to sleep.
My point is, you need to
Look at his face. He's like, what's that got to do with anything, bro? Like, bro, these thing, yeah, these gal will do anything. They will move the goalposts a million times, bro. Like, this is why you don't argue with these things, because, bro, if the lie sounds better than the truth, that's what they're going with, you know? Like, brother, if the truth ain't sexy enough, they're just moving. They bend reality, you know? Like, you'll be having an argument with these things. They go wherever they need to go to get the job done, you know? This is why I say, yeah, gal will go and say whatever they need to say, go wherever they need to go in order to get the job done. You're not willing to go places that these gal are willing to go, so you'll never win an argument. They are sociopathic, bruv. You need to understand. They're going next places. Next places. You'll be having an argument about the sky. Next minute, man are talking about the ocean, fam. Like, this, they don't make sense, bro.
at yourself as well as looking at other people.
course, it's his
If
fault,
people, if people aren't there for you, if you're not there for people, people aren't going to
It's
be
his
there
fault,
for you.
yeah? Yeah.
And now it's your fault. So it's your fault that you don't have no one to speak to. So again, they're victim blaming, bro. Every time a man raises an argument or raises a problem, gal always find a way to make it about you. And this is what you man will realize about these crazy gal here. You'll say to a gal, yo, I don't like how you did X, Y, Z. And instead of them taking accountability, it will be, well, you do that as well. Or a gal will do something to you. They'll trigger you, and then your response becomes the issue instead of what they did. It always ends up coming back to you. This is what they do, bro. All the fucking time, bro. Walk away, man. Them.
It's his fault. You know, sometimes you need to look at.
And that's why every time you lot get your heart broke, it's your fault as well.
No, is it
That's right. Tell them.
the same as
Yeah.
it's the same as us women?
Yeah.
I would
What's
just
that got to do with a man being
I would
depressed?
just-
No,
I'm just going by your logic. By
Same
your
logic. Just same logic.
It's the same logic.
Wait, if you ever get cheated on, it's in your fault.
See, look at her, bro. And she got the fresh accent as well, this thing in the middle. I knew it. I knew she was a bit more domesticated. You know them way there, these other things, they've been westernized, didn't it? This thing's still, she still got a bit of that feminine energy left. You know them ones. Don't worry, bro. London will take it out of you.
If
But that's
anything
not
will
the-
happen,
But that's not the same logic as being
I'll
depressed.
just laugh. Honest, I'll
That's
just
not the
laugh.
same
I would
logic.
judge a girl that doesn't have female friends just as much as judging a guy that doesn't have female friends to express his feelings.
You need
too.
no friends.
But, yeah, doesn't have no friends at all to express feelings to. Because in my head, I'm like, why don't you have friends in the first place?
Yeah, but men don't express their feelings to their male friends, bro. You know them ones. Like, what do you mean? If I say to my G's, yeah, yo, man, I'm not with whatever her name no more. I got a next thing. Man are not saying, oh, like, how you feeling or whatever. Like, bro, if I tell a man that I ain't with my girl no more, the man them are not like, oh, man them, like, who broke up with who? How you feeling? Are you okay? Man them are saying, yo, let's go out and get some gal, blood. Like, what you doing? Like, cool. Say less. Like, man are not saying, oh, like, how you feeling? Brother, we don't emote like that. It's like, what? You're single, say swear, let's go get some gal, blood. Like, that's how we talk. Do you know what I'm saying? Man, them are not like, oh, bro, like, how you taking the breakup? Hey, man, let's go outside and get some bitches, man. That's what man are on. You get me?
That means so you're telling me that as a man or as a woman, this is not even a gender thing. In general, as a human being, you don't have a circle.
Men, get yourself together. Tell yourself the first thing. Your mental health is the best. Like, you need to take care of that even before yourself.
You never known people that have like social anxiety, or they're not.
They don't have family. They don't have.
Wait, hold on.
Let them finish.
You're presuming everyone can speak to their family. Like, I don't know if everyone can speak to their family. Some people can. I was literally talking about, I speak to my sisters and my mum, and they made a big deal about it. The fact remains, not everyone has.
He's talking about sisters and mum, yeah? This Bray, yeah? Even though he makes some good points, he also comes across like someone that never had strong male influence in his life when he was growing up. Because there's a lot of things that he does that are quite feminine. You get me? Like, it's one of them ones where a lot of the stuff he says, I actually agree with, but the angle's still a bit off. Like, you know them ones? The angle's still a bit off, bro.
Those relationships, and I find it quite fortunate I can. If I didn't, I still have a certain amount of friends that I can open up to or speak to about certain issues. That's it. Not everyone has that, and that's how it is. Unfortunately, like, it seems that if a man doesn't have that, for any reason, he's been judged. And I wouldn't judge a woman for being a loner or not being like socially in.
I would.
Okay, I wouldn't.
I would as well. You know why? Because women, yeah, are social. They're social creatures, a lot more social than men. Really social men tend to be extremely feminine. Masculine men don't really have loads of friends. They don't. You know what I mean? And that's a fact. I don't care how people feel about it. Like, biologically, like, more masculine men tend to roll in smaller groups. More smaller groups. You know what I'm saying? Because the masculine leads and the feminine follows. And that's how it's always been. So if you're a brother that rolls in loads and loads and loads of groups, like what? Well, you're the masculine one in all of them. Are you sure? You know, that's what man need to understand. So a lot of the time, man them don't roll in big groups. They don't really. You know what I'm saying? Gal them have bare friends because gal are naturally more social. It's also a survival thing with gal. Gal like to roll in groups. Gal like to talk. Gal are easily influenced. And the reason why, a lot of the times when man get with gal and they say, yo, I don't like this friend, I don't like that friend, because men understand innately that women are very easily influenced by their surroundings because they're natural followers. Naturally. So that is why they say, yeah, birds of a feather. That's why if your gal is in a group of hoes, yeah, she's a hoe. Because how can all four of the gal be hoes but not you? Your gal's got a man, but the other four gal are single and they're all going on holiday together, and your gal is the only one that's not fucking man. Are you sure? That's what you need to understand. Because gal are so easily influenced. So bun all this. If a man don't have loads of friends, I'll never hold that against them. Because the chances are they don't have loads of friends because they're on their purpose and they're doing their own thing. But gal always have brethren. Gal always have brethren, whether it's work brethren, whether it's brethren they went uni with, or even if they don't see each other all the time, they're in group chats, they're sharing memes, they're doing. Gal are social. They need that social interaction. Men in general don't need that shit. I can not see my boys for like 3-4 months, and then we can link up like nothing ever happened. Gal can't do that. Gal are falling out because she didn't come to my birthday and she took 3 days to reply in the WhatsApp group and that. Come on, bro. Get the fuck out of here, man. Y'all need to stop judging man on female standards, bro. That's what they need to stop doing.
Because some girls don't necessarily prescribe to how many other girls move. And
But
in order,
there's
and
always
in order,
another person out there like you in this world. There are 8 billion of
Hey,
us.
look, man.
There's someone
you're a
out there
woman
who's like
and
you.
we're guys. As far as that guy's
Yep.
concerned, he's doing too much. I don't know about you, lot. Spade a spade, he's moving like a bitch.
Ah!
Yeah, you see that?
Oh, God, that
Nah,
bitch.
My guy, and see, bruv, talk. He's doing too much. My brother sitting there in the black t-shirt funeral thing. My brother, you know, someone had to say it.
if you need to talk to someone about something or you can't talk to someone about whatever else, that's your own personal issues. It's got nothing to do with a woman or anything like that. And if you ain't comfortable enough to say how you feel about things to a woman, again, that's your own personal issues.
Yes, my guy.
do you speak to a woman? Cry
Of
to a
course
woman?
I would. If I'm
But you're not
I'm
crying to
feeling
a
a way
woman,
about
though.
something. But again, there's a way in which I would cry and there's a way in which someone else would cry.
Yeah.
I might cry in a way where it's like things are getting too stressful. But
Look at this brother. See how he started talking and all the gal now all of a sudden have shut up. Because my man come true with a certain energy. And now all the gal are like, you see what I'm saying, guys? This is what I tell you, yeah? You see, when it comes to frame, yeah, as a man, when you speak, yeah, you speak with authority immediately, bro. That's why when the SKU, yeah, was when we did the pop the balloon thing, yeah, and he was saying, oh, like I only spoke like that because I wasn't trying to draw none of the girls. It don't matter. When it comes to the way you carry yourself as a man, yeah, you speak with the same fucking authority, whether you're in a room full of 1,000 people or 2 people, it doesn't fucking matter. Do you know what I'm saying? How you carry yourself as a man matters, bro. Man, don't flitter and all because I'm not feeling these gal. I don't have to talk with no authority. I don't have to maintain no frame. I don't have to uphold certain standards. Nah, bro. How you do everything is how you do anything, bro. And vice versa. How you do anything is how you do everything, bro. So this is the energy that man have to be walking with all the time, bro. See how the gal them shut up straight away. Whereas the other man they were trying to argue with.
doesn't mean I'm breaking down in tears. My cry might be internal, in which case I might switch off.
Yep.
I might be blank a bit.
As far as I'm concerned, y'all gotta stop the whole shit. I understand when women do it, nannies and grannies. When you men start going on camera to start crying about how life is hard, seems too performative, my guy.
Yep.
You wanna do that shit? Contact Love and Hip Hop Atlanta or the Kardashians. Express yourselves to them, not to this nigga.
Dabs, also, when women have problems, they don't
No,
seek,
but-
they
I'm
don't
not-
seek
no, but
men to
I'm
speak
not gonna lie,
to. They can
that's a
speak
form
to
of
females also. So
hypermasculinity,
why
bro.
does a man...
That's not true, blood. Because if women's got problems, yeah, and they need money, they'll find men. Do you know what I mean? Women will go to other women, yeah, if they just want to emote, if they just want someone to feel sorry for them. But if they need someone to actually do something, they go to men, bruv. Because men are more action solution focused. Like the women are the ones that are gonna pander to them. So they pick and choose who they want to go to. The same way if you got a daughter, yeah, if she wants money, she'll go to daddy. If she wants sympathy, she'll go to mum.
man need to look for a woman to cry to.
No,
I'm not saying there's anything wrong
I
with
wasn't
that,
saying-
but you're saying, oh, this is why you
No,
don't
no,
make
no,
it
no,
hard
no,
because you're all laughing.
No.
But when
You
a
was
woman
allowed,
has a
in that
problem,
situation there, you was allowed to laugh. Even I wanted to laugh.
Men
Yep.
suffer from hypermasculinity, so they have to like conform to.
They suffer from what? Hold on.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Let me go back. What do you say, bro?
Even I wanted to laugh.
Men suffer from hypermasculinity, so they have to.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Like conform to a certain way of moving. So even when we're young, for instance, we're conditioned to not cry. Like if we drop over, hey man up, don't cry. We're conditioned to be.
Bro, no dad has ever said to a youth, man up, don't cry when they fell off their bike, bro. Like, why am I making stuff up? You get me? If a youth fell off their bike, yeah, no one's gonna say to their youth, man up, bro. Like, bro, I've never seen a man say to their son, a man up, when man fell off the bike. Do you know what I mean? No, man is not gonna say man up. Man will say, yo, like, come on, man. Do you know what I'm saying? I say, come on, man, you're all right, man. Don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? Man, I say, oh, but man up. Like, what? To some 3-year-old that fell off? Come on, bro. Nah, bro, allow it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, what you doing, bro?
This way, so it's like we can't express ourselves to certain friends because we have to retain a certain image.
But is that
Literally,
good?
that's it.
Is
It's not
that
good.
good?
It's unhealthy, to be honest.
No,
You're supposed to be able to
so-
express yourself and be yourself.
I don't think that's.
No, it's not, bro. What you need to understand is, yeah, when you're a dad and you have a boy, yeah, it's not about what's happening at the time. It's about what you're preparing them for. As a dad, you're not being a good dad, yeah, if your youth falls off his bike, yeah, and you're pandering to man. You're not helping him. You know why? Because the world doesn't give a shit about you. The world doesn't care if you're hurt, blood. You still need to get up and get on with it. And that's what you need to teach your son from the very, very beginning. Cool. You hurt yourself, bruv. It hurts. I hear it, bro. What, do you need a plaster? Elbows bleeding? Come, we're going to sort this out. You're getting back on the bike route, boy. Because that's life, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? That is life. Life don't care about men, bro. I'm not going to tell my son, oh, no, just cry. Like, oh, what, bro? Crying don't stop it from hurting, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? The same way, just because you're scared, that doesn't mean you're a pussy, bro. If you're scared and you don't do something, then you're a pussy. There's bare men that fight and they get scared before they fight, but they still fight, bro. Like, being scared is not an issue, bro. If being scared stops you from doing what you're supposed to do, then it's an issue. You get what I'm saying? So who cares, bro? You know what I'm saying? You're allowed to be in pain. You're allowed to be hurt. But guess what? The show goes on, rude boy. And that's the difference. That's what you got to prepare your sons for. Show must go on, bro. You're not allowed to just give up because it's hard. You're not allowed. You're not allowed to just give up because you're hurt, bro. You're not allowed, bro. Because life won't allow you to do that. So yeah, you can drop. Cool. Yeah, it hurts. Don't worry about that, though. Get back on the bike, Ruben. Don't worry about that. Pain will go away. Just get back on the bike. This is it. So, man ain't trying to, it's not no man up thing. It's the reality of life. Life don't care about you. Life don't care about you. And if your son's, well, you can cry, but you're still getting back on the bike. Do you know what I'm saying? If I had a son and he drops off his bike and he's crying, nah, you can cry, but ride while you cry, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Man, be riding. You get me, bro? But you're still riding the bike, though. Like, keep it going, rude boy. You know what I'm saying? You can cry. Keep riding that shit, though. You know what I'm saying? No Diddy, fam. You know what I mean? We got places to go.
What it is, I think, when men need to be able to learn how to control their emotions from young, because those emotions change as you get into adolescence, and they change from emotions of crying, they change into anger. And when you have a man that hasn't been taught how to handle his emotions and he gets into his teens and those emotions turn into anger, it's like, you see love and...
But so you're only going to be taught that if that person, like if you're grown in a household where your dad, for instance, is emotionally regulated.
No,
if you don't have that emotional intelligence like that, you're still,
I think
the cycle's going to go like this.
No, I think if,
unless you break it yourself.
It's not about saying your child can't cry. It's about trying to say to your child to be strong. That's all it is.
Being strong.
But it's not being
just
strong.
being open.
It's being a
If
child.
If you don't like something, you say it. It's
facts. But this is why I don't agree with kids not having a voice. You know what I mean? Like, I don't agree with it. And I wasn't raised like that. You know, some people are just like, oh, respect your elders no matter what. Nah, my mum always told me and my dad always told me, if I felt like someone was wronging me, voice my opinion, even if it is the teacher. If I feel like the teacher's saying something and I don't agree with it, then say something. I wasn't raised to just be like, oh, nah, just let man chat shit. And this is why outside in different cultures, yeah, they can't handle a lot of black youths because they're raised like that. They're raised like that. And that's the reality. That's why when man's at football and I know the coach is chatting shit, bro, I'm just stand there and just let man chat shit, bro. Nah, bro. Like, it's not that, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if I know you're being a prick, bro, you're being a prick, cuz. Like, this is the reality. And this is the reason why man will see certain man as unruly and all that. Nah, it's because I'm just not going to let man take man for a dickhead. It don't matter who you are. It doesn't matter how old I am. Even if you're an adult, that don't mean you're right. It don't mean that.
Not about whether it's a man or a woman, but the more you hold things in, the more it affects you.
And you destroy.
And the more you start complaining and crying about things that in actual fact you shouldn't complain and cry about. And it looks.
Wait, this guy's fuming, you know. He's a bad man. Like he's getting fed up. He's like, yo, these lot are dickheads, you know.
It's like you're being weak, but the truth is that you're holding too much things in. If you do not like something, you say you don't like it.
Right.
If you don't agree with something, you don't agree with it. If you need to fix it,
Yeah,
go
but
and
when he
fix
said
it.
it, you just
Right. See, he's like, Bun, this is foolishness.
said he's a bitch.
But don't lie about it.
But
Don't
you
deny
said
it.
you hold on. No, hold on. You're saying that you should say
Fam.
whatever. Cool. But he's saying whatever.
No, he's crying on the internet and saying, I got no one to talk to at 2 a.m. He's being a bitch, fam. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't need to be having this conversation with the internet. Do you see what I'm saying? And this is the thing with the King Richard's brother and the other you as well, the China you. A lot of the stuff that they say, yeah, I agree with. However, it comes across like they've just learned this stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? And they've learned it from other people, and they're still understanding the mechanics of how this thing works, bro. Because they come across like guys that were raised with no masculine influences, and they're just learning this as men, bro. Because there's a lot of feminine tendencies that they have. Do you know what I'm saying? Both of them. Do you know what I'm saying? And it definitely comes across raised by a woman energy, bro. Like that's the energy that man's getting.
And then you said he's a bitch.
I didn't say
So
he's a bitch.
like, so I don't understand. It's like either you say it or you don't say it.
I didn't say he was a bitch. I said specifically based on that video, you're doing too much.
He's doing way too much. Any man that's crying on camera for fucking engagement, yeah, is being a bitch, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He should have just sat in his car and cried by himself and then fucking gone to bed and woke up and gone back to work. You know what I mean? Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? What are you crying for, bruv?
But why is he doing too? You
Because
speak.
you've gone on camera on Instagram to do all of that.
No one on the internet
Yeah, 100%.
cares about you, so why are you posting it?
It's true. No one on the internet does care about you, so why are you posting it? That's the reality. Man, them. Nobody cares about men, bro. She's telling you this. So you, man, need to understand this. When I make content like this, it's for you, man. A lot of you young G's, bro. Nobody cares about how you feel, bruv. I'm not saying that your feelings aren't valid. I'm just saying that currency, yeah, you can't spend that here, bro. You can't spend that here. You see, on planet Earth, yeah, you can't spend that shit here. See that emotional shit? Your money's no good here. Can't spend that. Do you know what I'm saying? So, what are you gonna do with that?
Hold on. What you hoping for when you did that video?
I don't know what
Someone to reach out.
Exactly. What was you hoping for? Fucking attention, bro.
Let's ask a question.
Yeah, good to round the
We're
end.
all human beings.
I like him, he's
Men
funny.
are more logic-based, women are more emotion-based, but we are all human beings. We all feel pain. We all suffer. Yeah. And to turn a blind eye to say, oh, because you are men, yeah, you're meant to just endure the suffering, and yeah, that's how it goes. I
You are.
just think that's not fair. Like, and
Life is not fair, bro. Do you know what I mean? Is it fair that men are bigger and stronger than women? Women will turn around and say, it's not fair. I want to be able to do this, but it's not fair, bro. Do you know what I mean? Life is not fair. Life is not supposed to be fair. Life is what you make it, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's not fair, bro. It just is what it is, bro. And that is the thing. I don't care about fairness. Do you know what I mean? I don't look at a woman and say, you know what, it's not fair that she can do this, she can do that, and I can't do this. I look at it like I'm a man, so the things that I can do, that's what I'm going to focus on. I'm not focusing on what I can't do. You know what I mean? And this is the problem with shit like this. And this is what I mean, yeah? If you're truly a man in your masculine, yeah, why do you give a shit about fairness, bro? Because that's not how you're supposed to deal with things. You're supposed to deal in reality. Fairness is not a reality. So why are we dealing in fairness?
for the fact that a lot of men off themselves, delete themselves at an alarming rate, I think we need to take it quite serious that men suffer and they need to be heard.
You know what it
Not really, though. You know what I'm saying? Because the reality is, yeah, you will be heard if you're in the right environment. What we need to be encouraging men to do is to take themselves away from toxic environments with women, like the women standing opposite them, so that they don't feel like they need to kill themselves. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what the topic of conversation should be. That's the reality. So We need to be teaching men to have higher standards and to be able to recognize, yeah, certain patterns of behavior so they can remove themselves from it. That's what we should be doing. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't tell me about all these stats and all these other things because, bro, like, what does that do for anyone? That don't do nothing. We're supposed to be solution focused. So the solution is, yeah, when you've got these masculine gal like this, stay away from them.
Be open.
I'll just be
Be
honest with
honest.
you, yeah?
You don't want to be honest?
Okay, look, men, it's harder for us to show emotions.
Fam.
Women are more emotional anyway, yeah? And it's harder because
Lying all the time.
you're saying you don't you only care about your man or the brothers within your circle. Okay, cool. But it needs to be more than that. Maybe not for you, but
Look at my man's face. He's disappointed. Do you see what I mean? Hey, bro, he's disappointed.
in order, we need to be more than that. I have to care about women that I don't know, not because I want anything from them, just because they're part of our community. Do you understand? I don't want them to come to harm. Like, I don't want them like if we speak about obviously the broken homes, I don't want them to be left out. I don't want them to be cheated on. I don't want none of that stuff, yeah?
Bro, do you see what I mean? This guy talks like you. Remember what I told you, man, about these single moms be raising their husbands. My man's talking like one of them son husbands. You know them man that feel like they have to save every woman, bro. You know them man. And man's talking about cheated on and all these other things. Bruv, this is what I keep trying to tell you, man. Yeah, listen to the language, yeah. A lot of these brothers that be raised by single women, yeah, want to just be saving hoes, blood. They want to be the man that their dad never was and all that shit. You know them, they just want to save every woman. Fuck all that. You know, and this is why when these men do this fake masculinity thing, yeah, it's crazy to me, bro, because it's like these are feminine bres, you know what I mean, trying to do the masculinity thing, but you can see, yeah, you can see the feminine energy seeping through their pores, blood. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is the reality. And the other brothers similar as well. Not to this degree, but you can see the softness, blood. This you talking about, I don't want them to get cheated on. And I don't give a shit if a gal gets cheated on. You know, that's none of my business. You know them ones, like, if a gal gets cheated on, I'm more likely, yeah, to be able to empathize with a man because I'm a man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the reality. Like, it is what it is. I understand chemically how, as a man, we are set up. And I understand what makes man feel like they cheat. And it's just not that. You're literally fighting against your biology not to cheat. So I understand it. You know them. So a man say, I don't want her to get cheated on and I'm going to protect. Bruv, you don't need to protect all these women, bro. These men get raised by single mums to feel like it's their fucking duty to save every woman. It's not, bruv. Do you know what I mean? It's not. Do you know what I'm saying? And you know what? There'll be a lot of man them that grew up in similar situations to him, bro. It's not too late, man them. Understand it's not your fucking responsibility.
But if I'm someone that doesn't give a F, then I'm just like, oh, F their family, F this, F that.
I understand what you're saying, but in return, for us to be able to be receptive to you, you need to take the first step. You need to be the one who's ready to be emotionally available and talk to people. You need to
Forget
be able
all
to...
of that. What you need to accept here is that
this guy's a bad man, you know. Like, bro, this is me, you know. This bro on the end, you know. I feel like he's channeling the energy, bro.
when we come to you with a problem, not different when you come to us with a problem, it's not always something that you can solve.
Right.
Sometimes
100%, it's just to
sometimes it's just
listen.
you listen.
It's just someone.
Because
to
the
listen.
reality is that whether I like it or not, I'm going back to work tomorrow anyway.
Sorry.
Thank you. You see what I'm saying? And like I said to you, if my youth drops here and he's crying, you can cry, but get back on the fucking bike and cry. You get me? Cry when you're riding down the street. Pedal. You know them way there because you're going back to work the next day anyway. And this is what it is, bro. That's what being a man is, bro. Being a man is doing shit that you don't want to do because you know you have to fucking do it. You know what I mean? That's what being a man is, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Handling business, taking care of business. Do you know what I'm saying? If you hate your baby mom, yeah, but you make sure that that child support lands on time every single week or every single month. That's what being a man is, bro. It's about principles. Do you know what I'm saying? It's about fulfilling obligations, bro. That's why a man said, you know what I'm saying? Scarface said a man's got his word on his balls, fam. And you don't break them for anyone, bro. If I make a promise, I deliver on that promise. That's what being a man is, bro. If your word don't mean nothing, you're not a man, bro. This is what man are saying, bro. You have to deliver as a man. You're measured on your competence as a man, bro. This is how society made it, bro. We don't get to choose that shit. We don't get to choose. And this is the fucking point he's saying. Even if I come to you and you're my gal, yeah, and I tell you this, that, and the other's happening, I might just want to vent to you, but guess what? I'm going back to work tomorrow because I got bills to pay. And that is the point, bro. That's the point he's trying to make. It don't matter. We still got obligations.
Can I,
Just listen. There's not anything you need
Maybe
to
just
fix.
give him a hug.
Right.
wait, I don't like.
And as a man, if I go to a woman and I tell her anything, it's not because I want her to fix anything. I understand it's not her job to fix. It's my job to fix. And that's why more times I don't really come to them with anything, because it's like, you can't help me. And this is why I said, having female friends, that, what can you help me with? What can you do for me, bro? I'm the doer. I'm the action guy. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't need to emote to you. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're not getting me gal, what is the benefit of me having you around? Because what else can you do for me? You know what I'm saying? Like, friendships tend to be built on common ground. I don't have much common ground with gal. We don't have much in common. So what are we building this friendship on? What are we building this relationship on? Most of the time when there's a male and female friend dynamic, one of them wants to fuck. One of them does. And if that's not the case, it's the very, very, very rare case here where they've grown up here together from a very young age, like brother and sister, and they just always known each other. But then even then, they're not going to be in contact every day because naturally you don't have no common ground. So why are we talking all the time for?
A hug.
You don't want to talk to her.
I don't like the way you
hug.
But sometimes, you know what it is, yeah? We don't want to talk, but maybe we want you to make us talk. It's okay. Like you're going to be like, oh, why should we have to do that?
Make us talk? Nah, bro. I think what he means is that he might want a woman to show that she cares. So maybe to ask, even if he doesn't want to talk about it, he might want the woman to show that she cares. You get me? I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because that's how I understood it. And he might be right. Sometimes it's nice, yeah. If a girl actually shows that she cares about how you feel, even if you don't want to chat, that's cool. Because it's always nice to know that your girl actually does give a shit about how you feel, even though they don't really. You know what I'm saying? The only time they might ask you how you feel is if your mood is fucking up their mood. You know what I mean? Then they'll be like, bruv, like, what you saying?
So how are women supposed to make you talk?
Please talk to me, now. Please talk to me.
Not to that degree. Sorry, please. Say something.
I don't know. Safe space. Safe space.
And this is what he said.
Safe space.
And this is what he said. It's not that making us talk. We don't want to always talk. And sometimes, if you want to know what's going on in our head, you need to kind of probe it out.
You need to ask. Yeah, facts. You have to show you care.
But the reality is that whatever we tell you, you can't change it or fix it.
Okay.
You
that's
can't
fair.
do nothing
Yeah.
about it.
Gabs,
Yeah, you can't. Exactly. That's why more times it's not worth talking, because we tend to be solution based. And if you can't help me fix it, why am I even talking to you about it? Because then I'm just getting pissed off again. You know them, because I have to relive it again. You see, when I talk about something, now I have to relive it again.
agree with you lot because I have a son and he.
Of course you do. Bumble Clark. Poor guy, man. Poor young fella. Get out, man. It's not too late.
He's 24, but he's angry.
24? Rotted, how old is she? Fuck yeah, no, he's 24 and he's angry. Bro, if that was my mom, I'd be angry too.
He's an angry person.
24?
Yeah, he's 24.
I don't know how
But
you
he's
squeeze
an
that out.
angry
We never
person.
believed
And
it.
I
asked her, she needs to show us birth certificate. She still hasn't done it, but but carry on, sorry, go on.
I got it on my phone.
That doesn't mean anything. Man, them do it. Yeah,
No,
go on.
I've got a son and he's angry. And I think a part of that is the way he's been raised. Like, I think it starts in the home. Like you said, also, when you're
What, is she taking responsibility for that? Huh?
raising a boy, you've got to show them certain.
It's monkey see, monkey do. kind
Yeah,
of
you've
thing.
got to show
If
them
they
stuff.
don't have
You've
the
got to show them they're
direction,
not
they're
afraid
not
to show
going to
emotion.
be able to change.
Like I said, my son's angry, and sometimes when we sit down and we do talk, I kind of see why he's angry, and I get things out of him, and he does show emotion.
but I've got to force it out of him. And if I don't, he's angry. Like he's an
get what
angry
you're
person.
saying.
And
Yeah, but anger is still an emotion, though. Anger's still an emotion. And if your son's angry all the time, that's because he's feeling stuff and he doesn't know how to process it. You know them ones. So that still comes down to the fact that you ain't raised him correctly. Because anger is an emotion. I don't know why people that they say, oh, he's an angry guy. No, he's just processing emotions the wrong way, blood. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
it's angry because he can't show his emotion. And
He is showing emotion. Anger is an emotion. He's actually showing emotion. That's what angry people are doing. They're showing their emotion. Like, when I'm angry, you can't see that I'm angry, bro. That's the problem. That's a lot more dangerous. Because I'll be fucking fuming and you won't know, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? But in my head, yeah, I'm working. Do you know the way there? And that's the difference. So I don't know why people think, yeah, that people being angry is not an emotion. It's very much a fucking emotion. So saying that he needs to be more emotional, what, bruv? He's emotional. The problem is the guys that don't know how to process their emotions, yeah, these angry guys, these are the guys that end up putting their hands on gal and all them things because they don't know how to process it.
he feels like he has no one
But do you
to
have a
talk to.
problem with doing that though? Or does it make you feel like you get more close to him?
It's not that I have a problem with doing it. It's kind of awkward the way that our relationship is. It's a long story that I can't even go into, but the way our relationship is, it's awkward. I've tried, he's tried, but it's like, it's touchy. It's
But then at
awkward
the same
situation.
It's awkward, you know. What do you mean it's awkward? You know what I'm saying? Just leaving bare holes in the story and that, bro. Like, getting dead now. You know them ones. The thing is, you probably tried to raise him on your own, didn't do a good job, and now you don't like you, bruv. You know them? Because a lot of the time, these single mums, yeah, all that happens is their sons grow up and they realize that their mums are waste, man. You know them? This is what happens a lot of times, bruv. And then they're just like, they don't want to chat to their mum no more. You know, the fact that, bro, the fact that we've sat here and watched his mum, yeah, be battling with all these guys, yeah. Imagine what the poor youth had to deal with in the house.
I'll take my son, for example. My son is all the way emotional. And the reality is that, again, it's nice that you could talk to me and your mum and say all these things that you say, but the truth is, you need to bury some of that shit.
Yep, because the world don't care, bro.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
It's that.
Because the reality is, yeah, is that in the real world, they
don't give a fuck about you.
That's me, bro. This is my guy.
In the real world,
and girls like you will start laughing,
Hold on.
Girls like you that don't give a fuck about no guys.
That's right. Girls like you will start laughing, bro. Talks. Bruv, this guy, bruv, he's proper.
Yeah, you represent the world.
I just tell
Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
When
So
he's talking to me and he's open to me, guess what? It's
Yeah,
great.
but if
I'm
coming
all
to
cool
his
with it,
dad
it's fine.
or his
But
mum,
at the
that's
same time,
allowed.
there's
That
also
infinite
parts of
shit.
what he does
Yeah,
that I have to make it sense to him.
Why these guys chatting over, man? Let this guy land.
The real world is going to use that against you.
Yes.
The real world is going to twist that, and before you know it, just when you thought that you could confide in that person, they've done one over on you and whispered your thing to someone else.
Okay.
The real world don't accept emotions like that
You've got to
from
teach
men.
him when
And
he
that's
can and can't show
I
it.
agree,
though.
and I do that. But what I'm saying to you is that
You
some
can
of the
navigate,
shit
you
that
can
comes with men, you have to bury and
You
sit on
teach
that
them.
shit.
That's right. Spitting.
Abs, how can you say such a thing? Like,
Majesty, the Highness, bruv. What is it with these? What these gal and these names and that, this fake royalty and all this crap, bro? You know what I'm saying? I can't even lie, bruv.
that's so outrageous. How can you tell your son to bury his emotions?
Because we got shit to do. We get judged on competence, bro. Did you do what you were supposed to do? Did you do what you said you was gonna do? Yes or no? This is how men get judged, bro. All this other shit, it's not important, mate.
For them, what? Like, it just doesn't make any sense as to why he would want to bury his emotions. How is he going to survive in the real world by doing that?
I think
No, he'll survive by burying his emotions, bro. You show your emotions, yeah, they can and will be used against you.
The reason for me, this is just an observation. I think the reason why men struggle to express themselves in comparison to women is because women have community, and you.
Bruv, shut up. We're just not the same, bro. Men don't struggle to. We just don't because we are not built like that. You know what I mean? Was it the art of war? Something like Oh, when you see your enemy making a mistake, don't interrupt them. Brother, when you see man out here fumbling, you fucking let them fumble, mate. Because that emotional shit will be used against you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You man remember when Aldo fought Conor McGregor, bruv? Conor McGregor was talking about man's wife's panties and that. My man lost his head, bruv. What did he do? Run in the octagon and get his lights switched off in like 5 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Control your emotions, bro. Can and will be used against you. This is what man need to understand.
Usually from a young age, women have created community with sisters, with friends, and with boys, I think, and guys, I think it's very much like you have to fit in a certain box, you have to be raised in a certain way, you have to know about a certain thing. You're kind of judged for how you're brought up in a certain way. And I feel like that's the reason as to why some guys struggle to express themselves, because they feel
Look at my man's face.
like if I'm not like this guy and I'm too much like that guy, I'm gonna get labeled. Like, for example, black boys
Take a
that grow up
breath.
in West London that have gone to maybe an all-boys school compared to boys that are black that have been raised in like I don't know, East London, for example.
Take a breath.
They're gonna be stereotyped and they're gonna be
Take a
judged
breath.
based on how their upbringing is. And I feel like that is
Take
the
a
main
breath.
reason why men struggle to express themselves in comparison to women.
What?
Take a breath.
Abs, you are raising the man that was shown in the beginning of the video. He said he could speak to someone, but he wouldn't. That's probably rooted in someone as a child telling him that he should bury that shit. Now he's projecting it and putting his problems on other people. Speak to people and stop projecting your problems on other people. Open your mouth, Ndomo. Talk.
Brother. Bruv, the whole time man was watching this, man just heard
Emotional, damn it.
the whole time, bro, is peaking. Brother, what are these gal on, bro? What are these gal on, bro? Like, I can't even lie. Like, this is mental. This is actually mental, bro. Like, and one of the things saying she got a son, bro. Do you see what I'm saying? She's saying she got a son, bro. This is the problem. Like, we're expecting these women, yeah, to raise children, yeah, and to raise men. And this is why I need to understand, yeah, that, bro, it's your duty as a man, yeah, to make sure you're there to raise your son. Because if you are not there to raise your son, yeah, you're adding to the mutant community. Do you get what I'm saying? You see me, yeah, when I have kids, no matter what happens, I'm raising my youths, bro. I'm raising them, no matter what, bro. You know the ones. No other man ain't raising my kid. I know that. Do you know what I'm saying? Trust me, your mum can hate me, bro. We'll hate each other under the same roof. You know them way there. Like, this is the reality. Like, bro, I'm there, bruv. When you wake up in the morning for school, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? When you go to bed at night, I'm there. I don't even care. I could hate your mum, blood. I'm there. You know them way there. That's the reality. They need to know what they're getting themselves into, because I ain't going nowhere. And that's the reality. You know what I'm saying? Because man have an obligation as a parent, yeah, to make sure this shit don't happen, bro. The fact the gal saying you've got a 24-year-old son or something like that. You don't chat to me, and so that means this gal is what, 40 odd. You know what I'm saying? Talking about how it's complicated and all that. Like, nah, it's not complicated, bro. You know what I mean? You didn't do a good job, yeah, raising your son, bro. That's not too complicated. Talking about a man's emotions. The fact that you can't even articulate what's wrong with your son means there's nothing wrong with him and there's something wrong with you.